Hi, good evening. I'm back. It's Sunday, about 9 o'clock, I believe. I don't know if I move my on my phone. If I move it to find the time, if I'll lose this, so I'll assume it's about 9 o'clock. I took some notes today. I usually don't do that, but this was a different kind of attack. And first of all, I was able to sleep until 1 a.m. I went to bed at 1 a.m. and fell asleep at 4 a.m. Then woke up at 5:30 a.m. and then woke up. I'm only up to numb my mouth or do what I can do. I'm not up, very long. And then I went back to sleep and woke up at 7:30. Then I was able to take my Lyrica, which is a neuropathic medicine. I count on that for the trigeminal neuralgia that comes beside. It's not with, ever, normally, with oral lichen plankton. I just happen to have both. And it's a rainy day. The weather dropped from about 84 to 60, which is really nice. And the air quality seems well enough that I can open the window. There is nothing I enjoy better than Michigan in the summer. So it drops. It's a night for quilts. And it's the best sleeping weather I find. So in the morning, I was able to take Lyrica for pain. And I take an anticonvulsant medicine that's used for anxiety. So I took that. And I have a mood enhancer that goes with I'm trying to think of what you call that, for heaven's sake. You lose, with my I'll think of it anyway. It's Cymbalta. It's antidepressant. That's what it is. I take that in the evening. So I slept until after I took my meds. I slept for 2 hours until 9:30. I took some notes so it'd be more accurate. I had iced coffee, and that's coffee, instant coffee, half and half over ice. I haven't been able to drink because of the trigeminal neuralgia anything hot since about 2007. Now I have the lichen plankton at 2016, so I have it over ice. I don't ever have anything hot. I go to a restaurant and I have to have ice cubes in my soup. It's really, I don't go to restaurants. Too difficult. So at 11:30, I always have my flashlight in the bathroom by my mirror, okay? You need to check for any changes during this period. It's important because I've had erosive lichen plankton now for about 7 years. And you have to watch the pattern for anything that may be precancerous. And right now, today, I had white patches on both sides, and then I have some lesions on this side. I have a sore that looks different than what I have ever had. It's kind of white, and it looks kind of like a little, looks like a sperm drawing, a scientific sperm, okay? That kind of looks like the shape. I can't think of anything else. So, I tried to have watermelon, fresh watermelon juice with soda. It was a friend's idea. I have a gentleman friend who is just lovely. He's 81. I think he's 82, really. He lives upstairs. So we share each other's foods. We share each other's. He's a caretaker and I'm a caretaker, so it works out really well, and I love him dearly. So I I don't like soda water, but I tried it, and so I couldn't drink that. I drank a protein drink, and I put on some topical cream about 11:30, and I thought I was able to take a shower, but I didn't. And I opened the window because the temperature dropped from 84 to 60. I'm just thought that I needed air. I have a 400 square foot apartment, and the air condition is in the bedroom, or in the living room, and the bedroom gets really, really stifling hot. I need fresh air. So my friend, a gentleman friend, he is a gift from God. He's the sweetest. He's from the age where men were really gentlemen, and it makes me feel like a lady when I'm with him. And I had sisters that grew up in that generation, so usually I look a hell of a lot better. I'm from the 70s, it's a lot different. So my friend went to pick up a prescription for me, and then he went grocery shopping for me. And what I usually try and do is um, watch that I'm getting some protein. So he got me more yogurt. I'll have yogurt with, I've got fresh or some frozen blueberries. So you want to get antioxidants because they help with inflammation and help your immune system, is kind of how I gathered it. So blueberries, uh, honey, this from your, try and get it from as close to your hometown as possible. It will have the things that allergens that or whatever fights them. The pollen has exactly what's in our air. So I get honey by, as I think I mentioned before, 2 pounds jars. I've gone through 4 pounds so far this summer. So here's where it went. I had severe burning starting in my mouth, pain on the right side, um, that kind of feels like a toothache, you know, but I don't have any teeth. It's that nagging, achy sound. And then there's pain, sharp pains, bleeding, um, one thing too, just all kinds of things. But one thing I have to mention is your lips starting cracking, and you get lesions on your lips. So the best thing I found is something called Michigan Organic Rub, and it's got THC in. Not enough THC to get you high or anything, but it's supposed to help you. And I've had this; it goes on really good. And it feels like it heals it. Okay? But, so, I went, the day wasn't too bad. I did have a problem because I started vomiting. Okay? And it was after I had the protein drink. And the last thing you want to do when you hold it back is vomit. Okay? Uh, and, you just don't want to do it but you get so much acid. Your body has. I went to U of I dentistry school, and I said this was the trigeminal talking, and I said that give me a pH uh, strip and let me test my mouth because it's burning with acid feeling, and that's a trigeminal. So that's going on. That's separate from the oral leptin plankton. So I don't know if that makes the leptin plankton worse. I'm sure it does. It's just not a real fun time, okay? So I took it easy, rested mostly. Try and find, okay, this is my buddy, okay, with the Rolling Stone t-shirt on. His name is Frankie. Um, Try and find, I'm not joking, a teddy bear. Doesn't this one I bought at one bid for $1. I fell in love with him, and he's amazing. I have a collection of teddy bears. You know, I kind of give them to people. I'm a little eccentric like that. I have a box of them. If anybody needs a teddy bear sent, give me a call or send me a message. You want to have something that you can squeeze with your hands. Sometimes you just need to squeeze something. And if you have a boyfriend, a lover, or husband, you really don't want to squeeze them that hard, okay? You don't want to bruise somebody just for the hell. But so, you know, I get one of your children's. They have so many of these little lovies, squishies, whatever they call them. My grandchildren have a ton of them. But find something special that you can hold on to the night and help you with the pain. I mean, it really works. He's been with me for about 3 years. So it hasn't been a dreadful day. I talked to a friend, and by 1 o'clock, I had the pain wasn't on. I tried to sleep, and what I did was I listened to Cat Stevens, his greatest hits. I grew up with him in the 70s, and I find his music to be very, very soothing when you're ill, because it was back in the day when it was, you know, positive, loving, kind. It wasn't rough. It wasn't, you know, I can't listen to Mick Jagger, even though I love him. It's just too much noise for me. So Cat Stevens, something that you like that's soothing, if you like classical, if you like something, anything that is going to slow down your thought about the pain pulsations in your mouth. You know, you're in your bed and all you're thinking about is every damn pain movement, sharp pain, dull pain. You know, it's coming at you at all angles. And so find something that you like, that makes you feel happy. Try not to find anything that's negative. You really, really have to watch this negative energy that's around you. Even if it makes you go into isolation from people, they're going to have to understand that you just can't handle negativity. You know, and everybody has negativity. We're a very negative country, you know. We get sensational news, which I don't like to hear about. And because it, you know, there's going to be bad news all over the world. Somebody somewhere in the world murdered their wife or murdered their husband. You know, the worse they did, the more they get in value, news value. So try to watch out for that, okay? I've been told that, and I don't, it really does affect you. So I'm doing good because I'm closer to Tuesday. I'm trying to think of anything. I did have to have oatmeal and honey, even though I have good food. I had oatmeal and honey. But amazing thing happened, as it always does. You gotta. My friend made. He found it on eBay, or not eBay, excuse me, on YouTube. It was called Hillbilly Peach Cobbler. So he's a chemist and a scientist, so he's very precise. He said it was easy, but anything more than one step is not easy for me right now. So he made that, and I went up to and got a bowl. He made me a bowl with vanilla ice cream on it, and it was hot, and it was the most delicious thing I ever had in my life. It was buttery. It was just wonderful. He sauteed the peaches in butter, and it was just marvelous. I never had any ice cream ever on a pie or anything. So, but I had to try it, and I ate everything, the whole bowl, and it was a big serving. So yeah, I probably flared up my mouth a little bit, but the pleasure probably healed it more. So on that note, I'm gonna not much more. I'm just trying to um, survive. I'm gonna watch old movies that my friend put on my computer, and I put the computer in my bed, and I just watch nice old movies um, from the 40s, especially. I like Alfred Hitchcock, different movies I've never seen. So everybody out there, if anybody's out there, someday somebody will be out there, I know. Hang in there. It and I hope to God you have someplace safe to go, like I do on Tuesday. I will get shots. I pray for you. I know it's a miserable path to finally get a, something done. You know, it takes forever. And you try many things and you get discouraged and you get really, really down on life and yourself. So hang in there, okay? It passes. You know, this too shall pass, believe it or not. So hang in there. My prayers are for everyone out there with this. Um, peace, love, rock and roll. Bye. And yeah, I do have beautiful teeth. I'll put them in soon. Love you all. Thank you for listening.